And we are live.
Fucking live! I don't believe you.
I love how we're all playing D&D and I'm the one that gets called a nerd.
You are. You just recited pi to us.
I did.
You absolute Philistine.
Sounds pretty nerdy.
Yeah, it does. The only pie I can recite to you is apple.
Blueberry, cherry, peach. It's options.
Rhubarb.
Well, yeah, there are rhubarb pie now.
Strawberry rhubarb.
Heyo! All right, welcome everybody. Sunday night here with Disorderly Decisions, and we're back in the Forgotten Realms. This is Reign of Storms, our D&D 5e Storm King's Thunder playthrough, and holy shit, it feels like it's been 30 years since we played this.
It's wow.
Welcome back, Oobly and Sylvan. Made their way back from vacation. Glad to see you.
Thank you very much.
You're back.
You're back. Just in time for the murder. Well, let's check in with everybody. How's everybody doing tonight?
Been doing all right.
Good.
It's going.
The storm might take us out again.
Nah, it's gone.
Well, you go out there and you appease the storm gods.
Hey, I mean,
know,
we are
do what you
playing
gotta
Storm
do.
King's Thunder, so
Yeah, just make sure there's no trees out there because they will, in fact, kill you.
Maybe I take one of those sticks from the trees and shake it at the sky and just start screaming.
There you go. There you go.
one of these days,
Definitely.
if our adoring fans ask us politely, we might actually describe or explain why we make such a big deal about storms and trees. Eventually.
Oh yeah, we should definitely tell that story sometime because it's a hoot and a holler. I still look back on that chat thread from time to time just to be like, there's nothing I could have done differently.
Just to laugh to yourself
Yes,
for no
How
other reason
completely
than
unhinged.
some people are very stupid.
some people are fucking unhinged, but hey, man, I don't know. Hey, there could be trees flying through their house at like every given moment, anytime there's a storm. Maybe that's just something that they deal with.
Look, I view that whole chat thread as what brought me into another game, so I view it as a win.
Yeah, hey, I mean, it was definitely a win overall. Because when you can trim the crazy early on, it's definitely a boon. Well, anywho, seeing as everybody is now back and we're all in here, I think it's a great time for us to reveal our brand new animated intro video. So Sylvan, go ahead and roll that.
Sorry there, boss. You forgot to send that one over. Maybe next week. Sorry.
Oh shit. Well damn.
Vader has
Mappa
failed you on
Studios
that.
is gonna be mad as hell that we didn't use their animation. I guess I'll have to eat that one. Well, seeing as it's been a little bit since we last played, how about a recap to catch us up? Last time on the boat ride to Duelist Kingdom, Yugi lost his Exodia cards as they were tossed over the side by Weevil. In a brave attempt to rescue the cards. Oh shit. We're not playing Yu-Gi-Oh? We're not playing fucking Duel Monsters?
It's time to do duel.
But I brought my Dragon's Maid deck. What?
But I brought my baby dragon. My
The time
was.
was.
Alright, well, what really happened last time is, as the crew was kind of split up number of you, Ressig, Millie, and Merc, were over in Calling Horns, finishing up their business over there. While Zurag and Adalaid held down the fort. But while they were holding down the fort, a group of travelers carrying, or leading a caravan carrying big covered wagons made their way into town. Adalaid recognized the banners of these people as Ifrin Tauroa, a person from her backstory. And she immediately told Zurag, I'm not
out.
here. Do not tell anybody I'm here. You do not know me. In fact, I'm going to go down into the keep, and I'm going to be down there with my bones until these people leave. Zurag had the chance to meet with Ifran Talroa, and was propositioned with a little bit of a mini set of events that Talroa had offered to throw on to bring a little bit of liveliness and joy and excitement to the newly non-haunted town of Noanar's Hold. Zurag informed him that he would have to discuss with the other hunt lords whether or not they would do this. And Ifrin asked him if he had seen a dwarf by Adalaid's description, which Zurag claimed that he had not, and the two parted ways. On the road, the three companions traveling back towards Noanar's Hold were ambushed by a couple of crag cats. They killed one and imprisoned the other.
Prison sounds so terrible. Befriended.
Yep,
He came willingly.
That's exactly
Or
what
like
happened.
adapted.
He
adapted.
definitely wasn't enthralled by skills and or magics to come with you after having his mate completely murdered in front of his eyes. But we're the good
Job,
guys,
Louis
they said. As they made their way back towards Noanar's Hold at night, where they, Ressig, Merc, and Millie discovered the encamped out Tauroa clan, in which they met back up with everybody and were discussing who the hell these people are, upon which Adalaid told them, we do not need to be messing with these people. I'm not here if anybody asks. And you guys suggested bringing Ifran out into the woods and Dick Cheneying him, I believe, was the words that were used.
You don't hunt some quail, damn it.
Yep.
Wow. That's a callback I haven't in a while.
Yeah, it has that's a good reference, right? Dick Cheney, for all you youngins, is a guy who was the vice president. Never mind, I won't go down the. But you guys made it back at night, had this discussion, and then decided to turn in for the night. And that is where we are now. It is the next day. Morning, sun rises, and the new hunt lords have some business to discuss. Take it away, hunt
Have I
lords.
collected all the bones that I need to collect now? It's been 2
You
days.
sure have. You sure have. Now all you need to do is the ritual.
What's that?
It's the thing you're gonna do to awaken your something cool.
All right.
Your Ithlid dinosaur.
Yes.
God.
Ithylosaur, some might even call it.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a like an elder brain mixed with a Spinosaurus.
As we know, the Spinosaurus can take on the T-Rex.
Jurassic
Hell
Park
yeah.
3 taught us something.
Yep.
So, who are these people, by the way?
When they asking.
Assume we were all gathering together to have a discussion about what the fuck is going on in this town right now.
Resting just
What
in the meeting hall, sits down at the table with no one there. Who are they?
Yeah.
What's going
The
on?
Hunt Lord
I-
Ghost goes, I don't fucking know.
I do not know, mistress. They just showed up.
Is Jeeves there?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know either.
They fucking showed up. Started being weird. Can I refresh your coffee?
We have coffee, but we can't have tea.
Are we in the keep or are you guys in the inn?
We're gonna keep it.
Yeah, I think we would all have met up in the keep.
If you're not coming out of the keep, we'd come to you.
Yeah, I'm not coming out of the keep.
So, Adelaide, who are these people that have taken over our town?
Well, they're not really good people. Well, I don't know. I know that they're after me. I don't know in detail what these people do, but I know they do really bad things to people and other things. Well, to go into detail with it, what's the guy's name? I forgot his name. The guy I
Different.
Well, me and my friend, while we were back home, used to take part in these animal races, and we would just shape. Is it called shapeshift?
Wild shape.
Wild shape.
That's the one. We will wild shape into dinosaurs and take part in these races. So it's kind of cheating. And obviously, we weren't really smart because we were young and dumb. So we got caught. And I have a bounty on my head, a big bounty, and these people are looking for me. Because the guy that I cheated has a big freaking ego and he just wants revenge. So that's why you guys can't tell him that you know me or where I am. All I know is they're really bad people and they're not really good company. If you cross them, they will hurt you real bad. So I will be in the keep for the most part. And I believe I told you guys about the secret door that we have in the through the tunnel, correct?
Yeah.
So just make sure that nobody comes to us to keep.
Like you're taming the cat, aren't you?
Yeah. Is he in the? Is the cat in the basement?
We can
He's
get
in
him
the
down.
stables right now.
Oh, the stables. I'm like, is he in the basement?
Jeeves has a project.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Uh,
that's.
How big of a bounty? Why don't we just buy out your bounty?
How big of a bounty is it? I don't remember. It was a long time ago. It's a big bounty.
I don't think you put it into your backstory.
I don't think so. Yeah.
You guys don't
Later.
have nearly enough money to touch her bounty.
It's a big one. I don't know how much it is.
And it's
That's why
in
they're like,
this Ifrin's name? He has it out on you?
yes.
So if he just went missing in the woods, problem solved.
No.
Do druids
It's a.
go back to normal when they die if they're in wild shape?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a big organization. So if he goes missing, they'll probably send other people looking for them. Then that'll be bad for all of us.
Oh, question. Player me remembers there was a discussion about this was a long time ago, the people that came to Nightstone, that one of them recognized Adalaid. I don't remember if Adalaid mentioned that to us or if we are just aware.
I think she did because
I
she was
did.
like, that's why you guys didn't go back to town.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, we also know that other people recognize you outside of this little group, unless that little group that we met before is with them as well. So, maybe we go hunting near the entrance of that cave.
What do you mean?
Well, you said that only we can get in. It's a fair possibility that if we need to disappear a problem, we could bring the problem back into the hidden entrance, and then nobody would find him.
I would think I'll just keep hiding. Let them pass. And let them go their merry way. I don't think they're gonna stop here for that long.
I think it is beyond convenient for him to show up here.
Well, it
I
seems like they
don't
were
know.
passing by.
I don't know, but I know there are some magics that let you follow a person. Did you leave anything behind when you fled? Anything that they could use to track you?
Well, I just left. My parents are there. I live there, so I'm pretty sure they went and looked for me at my house. So
They wouldn't have harmed your parents too, would they?
I'm not sure.
And you said it was an organization?
Yes, as far as I know.
I mean,
What is it? Put it in it's like, what is it, like a mob? Is that correct? If I say that?
Close.
It's a close description of them.
Vader, to Merc's knowledge, I don't know, because Adelaide would have never mentioned it, but you can kind of tell someone's region they're from. She's from the south, right?
Yeah.
She's from Camishin, Chult area.
Go.
Okay, so far south.
Ourselves.
Yeah. Miss Adelaide, if this man is looking for you this far north, he didn't just travel a small distance. His organization would have had to support him. They would have to be pretty big. Did you make an enemy of the Harpers or something?
I don't think so. No.
Mark will lean back. He's stumped. He doesn't know of any organization that's big that could hunt down somebody across the entire length of Faerun. No siree.
Liar.
I'm saying.
I don't think we should go to war with these people.
Achoo. Start out strong.
They don't seem to want to cause us any trouble. In fact, they were talking about trying to boost morale around town. I don't want to. I mean, I know you're afraid of them, but there's no point for us to just treat them as hostile if they're not
No.
doing that to us.
Well, if they're looking for me, they haven't found me yet. I will stay in the keep. I'll keep hidden. We'll write this out and see what they want to do.
We need to keep an eye on them, though. Because if they're hunting Adalaid, and they're just passing through, even though... remind me, Noanar's hold is not like a pass-through. You have to come off the main road, like, there's no road through, correct?
Can we see the little
Yeah.
map?
It's just
I'll
like...
bring you over there.
It's like a cul-de-sac at the end of the fucking lane off the main
Oh
road.
yeah.
Yeah, and Zurag would have been able to tell you that these guys said they were headed for Tribor. So for them to come this way, definitely out of their way.
A long way. And a couple days out of the way. That's like a week out of the way. In the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm. I will also remind you, at the beginning of last session, while Adalaid and Zurag were on top of the keep looking at this caravan coming in, that there was a flying creature up above that you recognized as a Tressum flying cat, synonymous with the 7 snakes that you guys encountered in Nightstone.
I thought they had a flying snake.
No, that's just their symbol.
Oh, okay. And we know the 7 snakes were part of the Zentarim. I believe they made that widely known.
Yep.
Yep.
Is this conjecture happening out loud? Because Merc wasn't with you guys when this all happened.
No.
No, this is just God. This is just God reminding you guys of some things.
Well,
Also, just a real quick point of order. Should we roll our disorder order dice?
Yeah, let's do that. So,
Sorry to interrupt the mid
no,
conversation. But
this is a perfect time. So it is a D6, 1 through 3 means a disorder die for me, and 4 through 6 means a order die for you guys. Again, that is going to be a D6 that you guys can use on pretty much any roll. It needs to be declared before you roll it. So it's kind of like a bardic inspiration type of dice. Sweet. Why don't we just go around my order of screen, especially because she looks like she's so ready to roll dice. Millie, roll me a D6
Okay.
as you fight that yarn.
3.
1 for me. So you guys can see that bar at the top, right?
Yep.
Where it says disorder. So if you click on either one of those, it should pop up as party resources. So it should allow you to account for one. I'm gonna add one to me, and the chat will say it over there. Tria, go ahead and roll me a D6.
here's a die for you. What?
A die for
Unbelievable.
Die for has you doing it, but just doesn't show it for me for some reason. That's weird.
It didn't adjust it.
Okay. I guess I will have to adjust it. I thought I set it up to where yeah, allow players to manage it.
You want me to try again?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Resting, roll me a d6. Dice for y'all. Alright, Adalaid, roll me a d6. Dice for me. And then we'll have Zurag.
Dice for you.
Dice for me, and then I will roll one as well. A dice for me.
No. No more for you. You're cut off.
All right, so we're at a 4-2. My disorder dice, essentially, I can use it to add to damage from my monsters. I'm going to use it if I have any recharge abilities. I can use it to automatically recharge. I can also use them to narratively spice stuff up in different ways. But I won't bog us down with all that. That is that order taken care of. Anytime you use a dice, it gives me one. Anytime I use one, it gives you guys one. So it behooves us to keep the economy going and flowing. So use them. Do not forget them. And again, you do not need to ask permission. If you are going to roll something, you say, I'm using a fate die. And that is it.
And then we said you can only try to cancel it out once, right?
We're not going to do the
at all?
cancel. Yeah, we're
Okay.
not going to do the cancel.
We have to
Just
announce
for,
it beforehand.
just for right now. Before you roll.
It's kind of like bless and guidance.
Yeah. Or Bardic Inspiration. All right. And action.
So they're not here by chance then. So I don't think they're going to be leaving willingly.
Do you
Without-
think something tipped them off that she was here?
Haven't all of you been blazing a trail from the south to the north?
Have been screaming our names to the sky or anything.
Yeah, but everywhere
But
we've
slaying
passed,
giants.
yeah, everywhere we've passed through, we've definitely left a mark. Well, except Wamford. I mean, I think we got kind of chased out of there before we really would have been recognized as doing anything. 'Cause, that was another story altogether. But yeah, we've been pretty open about our heroism, so to speak.
Well, what if I go surrender? Or maybe I can try to talk to this guy.
Doesn't he just kill you and claim his own bounty then?
Probably. But that way he'll
I
leave you
mean-
guys alone.
No.
There's an idea with this. We take you to the Dryad? No longer normal Adalaid. And we could claim your bounty, hey! That's like the greatest, death insurance scam.
Do you
had
think he's going to leave us
gentle
the body?
reaper
And
as a
also,
gentle repose.
we have
There
another
might be a
problem.
plan. But I don't think that would be a wise decision.
We have another problem with that, though. If we die, I don't think there'll be much body left. We're bound to the keep.
I don't think we're like instant into the keep.
I don't think I want to find out. I don't think I want to.
Don't
How
make
does
my
the ship
diamonds
part
useless,
of the
dang it! Let me have this!
Okay, I'm just saying. We'll keep it.
I've waited
Let's
extra years for this.
let's not gamble it though. That would be a huge gamble.
Honestly, I'm just for the opinion that we just kill this man. We take him out on the hunt, take care of him, easy peasy, throw the rest of his bums out in the street. Or we wait for Zurag's people and we just sandwich him with 120 frothing berserkers.
That would definitely make it a little bit easier to tip the scales in our favor, but we still.
I mean,
Adalaid,
then they'll
roll
have
me-
dinosaurs to eat.
Roll me just a general history. Adelaide.
Give me 1 second. I think I have something for history. I don't know if it's this one or.
That's for stone stuff.
Oh.
Looking to my camera and actually thinking there's a person behind me.
Like history coming your way.
What do you want, Grandma?
That happened twice now where I jerked. I was like,
Why are you looking at me like this?
That's a 12.
Okay. So, in your dealings with Tauroa, you would know him to be very, very violent, yet very intelligent. And the way he deals with things is almost like a predator would, tracking a prey. He's methodical. He usually has multiple avenues of approach up his sleeve, and he does not go anywhere alone. If he doesn't have his own dinosaurs with him, he's got people who have their dinosaurs with them. And judging of the amount of carriages that he has with him and the size, he probably has something big under those tarps that could be devastating to a small town like this.
I'm gonna tell that to my group. Like, I don't think we should do anything drastic.
If they'd accept a payment plan.
I
I mean,
make this much. I need this much.
We had them
can
set
only
up
pay this.
outside of town, right?
Yeah,
How far outside of town?
they're like immediately right there.
Okay.
And Zureg would remember that Ifran is expecting a meeting.
Mm-hmm. He wants to know if they can, I'm assuming, set up like some sort of coliseum and have, he called it entertainment, but I'd imagine it's some sort of battle.
Maybe racing dinosaurs.
Yeah, now that we're hearing all this, that would make more sense.
also, you said it's morning now, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
That means we get a long rest.
Yep.
Okay, let me click that button.
Oh, yes.
Well, remember our stipulations.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Prior to the long rest, set up all of my extended spells.
Yeah, your nerd stuff.
I would have hit the full because now I got 18 plus.
Same.
Yeah. Well, I suppose we go meet with him, and then we go from there. We won't do anything drastic. It seems that could go badly.
Remind me, though, he knows that there's 5 of us.
Yep.
Alright.
So do you make him dress up a little bit, make him play the fifth?
The 5th is Garen.
Aaron doesn't exist.
He's a dwarf. He
But
did at
he
one
He
point.
was a
in time.
dwarf. He
No, he doesn't exist. He was taken away by the Sasquatch, and when you're taken away by Sasquatch, you no longer exist.
Nobody remembers you, nothing.
Nope. The fact
It's
that you
like
just said
getting
that
got.
name, everybody. The fact that you just said that name, everybody's like, "What?"
Who?
I think Restic's losing their mind.
Something from another past life, perhaps.
Yep.
We just say whoever our fifth is indisposed. Keep it simple.
The 5th is Nesla. She was a dwarf as well.
I was a dwarf.
Yeah, but we can't introduce you as Merc and say our 5th is also Merc.
Well,
All
this is
we're
Merc,
really wanting to
and then there's Murkies.
combat is any. All we're looking to combat is our rumors of we have a dwarf or two in the party.
Nesla.
Being able to just say, hey, some of us were these things, but resurrection magic's a bitch. Might work in our favor.
But if he asks for a name, if this guy's as meticulous as and persistent by the sound of it, if he's come all this way to hunt Adalaid, he'll probably want
Well,
a name.
We have to put our best liar on it then. Who's the best liar among us?
She stayed behind in Calling Horns to work on a shipment of materials to fix the keep. Being a dwarf, knows how to work with stone.
Okay.
Not a good liar, but the runes help.
Got high charisma. I got pretty good deception.
I got garbage charisma, but I have advantage on deception. Thanks to the runes.
I got +7.
I got a -1. I let the X do the talking.
I have a +1, so
Don't let me do
We'll
the
go with the
talking.
+7.
You could bring him to the keep and show him the cube
Would you like to see?
and let the cube have him.
Give him to the cube.
Ah, you talk about a coliseum. We've got a cube.
Yeah.
We have a cube.
We have a. Just let the cube have him.
We should also maybe just wine and dine him. Go out and hunt, get some wild beasties for his dinos to eat. Keep him distracted. Your lie plus distracting him might keep him off our backs long enough.
Adelaide, how long can you
Hurting.
stay as a beastie?
4 hours.
And how many times?
2 times a day.
For short rest, actually.
Yep.
So, would you try and follow behind us as a little birdie if we take him out into the woods in case something bad goes wrong, or are you going to stay inside?
We could have her turn into our pet cat.
I'm just going to throw this out here, and this is just from the knowledge you guys have given me. He knows she's a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
He might be on the lookout for a shapeshifter. I'm just throwing this out here. I do only have an intelligence of 10 though, so
It's average, baby.
I'm. I mean, I could follow you, but as Merc said, he might caught onto it.
Not worth the risk, probably.
Yeah.
but having Adelaide in a fight would also be invaluable. So I'm very torn on this.
And
I
also,
could turn into a little bug and hide in like somebody's pocket or something.
I've got a druid in my pocket.
And I'm
Like a
not
druid.
Pocket druid. Adelaide, I choose you.
No one expects you to reach in your pocket, pull out a wasp, and throw it in their face.
I'd suggest, if, as Merc says, he's looking for a shapeshifter, I think carrying Adelaide on us might be a little risky. But I think
Could you
follow us from a distance as a small bird or something high up in the trees?
I have an idea. We meet him. We make plans for this hunt. Your little friend there, Ressig. The thing around your neck. You show the beastie off. We go back to the keep. You come back out with your beastie. Who checks twice?
That's true. Well, that's a very good point. I like it. And
Merch's
also-
smartest moment.
And regardless of whether you cosplay as Iltris or fly above us as a little falcon, I don't think you should stay in the keep. Because if we're not here, do you think he's going to leave it alone? Or he's going to send people in to look what's in this keep?
He probably will.
So, you're coming with, one way or another.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
And if all else fails, I will just go with him. It's okay.
no, it's not.
I have no inclination of giving up one of our own. I have contacts to call upon, if need be.
We all chuckle because we know who those contacts are. The irony is just staggering.
Oh, at that, Zareg would ask him what contacts. Maybe they can help my people.
I've put out feelers for that as well, but problem is we keep going to, and excuse my language here, hick-ass towns with no people in them.
We're trying, okay? They're just towns along the way.
Look,
Maybe
I'm
it's
not trying to.
but the friends we make along the way, Mark.
I'm not trying to shit on hick-ass towns too much. I am now officially a lord of a hick-ass town.
We go to the places where people need us, it seems. And it seems like everyone who's in need is from those hick-ass towns.
Stupid hicks
Did
can't
any
fix
of
their
the
own
birds
problems.
come back? The bird messengers, did any of them come back?
Not yet.
Being tooted. Okay.
Bird just flying into a window somewhere.
Shall we go meet with him then?
Yep. I take it he's the type of person that doesn't like to wait.
Yeah, let's go get the measure of this Ephron.
And we have a giant cat that needs to be tamed in the meantime. And you get Jeeves to help you. Then try and tame the cat while we're gone.
And remember, our agreement, if it eats Jeeves and Jeeves' death is your fault, you have to replace him. Bye! And he gets up and leaves. On the way out, Merc pats Jeeves on the shoulder and goes, "It was good knowing you, Jeeves."
I told you I wasn't doing that.
Aren't you supposed to follow our orders?
Not when they interfere with my life.
Well, some way.
But aren't you bound to this keep as well, like we are?
No. Not like you are.
So if you die, you don't come back? As
I don't want to find out.
well, seems you don't like me very much either, so maybe the old lords are rubbing off on you. Maybe we need to find a replacement.
Nonsense. Jeeves is my little buddy.
I guess it's just me.
As you look away, Jeeves has the knife and he's looking at Zurek. Should I do it?
No.
Sarah
will-
did try to get him late.
Yeah. I was his wingman. Failed miserably, but I was his wingman.
That was more of a Jeeves problem than it was a you problem.
Yeah. At least they both had taken baths, so it was good.
Well, I guess we should go meet this guy. As we go to meet him, I'll take Iltris out and make sure she's out and visible, like on my shoulder.
Okay. So who's going to meet Ephraim?
Zureg for sure.
I think everybody but Adelaide, right?
Yep.
We don't bring the person they're looking for to him.
Isn't Jeeves also a dwarf?
Like it was a gnome.
Yeah, but there's a 0% chance Jeeves succeeds in like making anybody think anything. Other than this is a crazy weird dwarf servant.
Before we leave, I will tell Jeeves, lock the keep down. Don't let anyone in but us.
Okay.
Your job is to protect the keep.
And we will tell you, let's make a passphrase in case somebody shows up, wearing our faces or something.
The face of machine.
Yeah, they have. When we knock, we will tell you the passphrase banana.
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 Okay. Sounds foolproof.
Alright.
Banana
He's gonna
cream
open the door
pie.
to anybody who comes through.
Kid walks up. Let's ding dong to the Lord's house. Banana.
Just make it unreasonably complicated, and then he'll have a problem.
It's like the password is anti-disestablishmentarianism.
The password to the keep is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
87.
only count to
42.
4.
What?
I did this already. Okay, so everybody but Adalaid. Adalaid's staying at the keep. Okay. So, the 4 of you make your way out of the keep, out to the outskirts of town, and start walking in to this pop-up encampment. There are tents that have been popped up all along, kind of surrounding these carriages of various sizes. You can hear the groanings and growls of things underneath, as well as the plotting and snarfing of actual dinosaurs all around. Some of these pack animals are now being fed, or just being taken care of after a long journey. And in the middle of this encampment is a rather large, like huge teepee-like tent. There is smoke and the smell of cooked meats already rising from the center. There are two guards standing outside. As you approach, they put their hands out. Hello.
Before we get too close to them, I'm gonna try something I never do. Like while walking through, Merc is going to use his divine sense.
Okay.
And I was gonna also say, as we move through the camp, I was gonna keep an eye out for the any of the familiar faces that we saw in Nightstone.
Give me perception checks.
That is a 24 for my perception.
16.
Oh well. Your divine sense does not pick up any fey, fiend, undead, or anything of
Are
the
we all
like
doing
as
perception?
you're moving through. I mean, what are you looking for? Restig is looking for some in particular.
Really just anything out of the ordinary that could, or potentially, animal fighting. I want to set up a coliseum. Sounds a little sus.
Okay, yeah, so you can give me a perception check as well.
13.
You do not see any animals fighting. Some do nip at each other as they are like thrown some food, but they're easily kind of reined in by their handlers, and quickly go back to their food with minor correcting. Restig, as you're moving through looking for anybody that you met in Nightstone, you do see somebody familiar, and it was the woman who made Adalaid, who actually accosted her. She's currently sharpening a pair of knives outside of her tent, and she looks up and makes eye contact with you and watches as you guys walk by. She shoves one of her daggers into its holster and stands up and just watches as you walk by.
Doesn't really glare at me or Merc because we don't look any fucking thing like the people we were with.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why there's a little bit of confusion on her face as she's looking, as she's trying to make the two, but she definitely looks like she recognizes some of your party. You guys,
Just to ask, is there any familiar faces to Merc?
no.
Okay.
Did you give everyone's
sir.
name when you talked to him, Zurag?
I don't think he gave any names.
No, he just asked if I knew the dwarf.
Okay.
Described what she looked like.
Okay.
Okay. You guys come up to the front of this, and you are stopped by the two guards standing outside. What is your business here? They're both lizard folk. They stand about 7.5 foot tall.
We are here to have a meeting. Or kind of a meet and greet.
And who are you?
I'm one of the lords of the town. In my party.
Show the badge.
Flash the badge.
Cops. We don't like cops. No,
Well,
they're like,
Technically speaking, I have his interim
they
badge.
don't say that.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you?
I do. They gave me one when we were in Nightstone. They're like, "Hey, you're cool. Have one." So I have one.
I think she was the only one.
What do you flash?
I guess initially I just kind of pull out the dagger that I've got the Lord symbol on. Just kind of be like, "See, me," and then I put it back.
Wait here. And one of them goes inside. There's a momentary pause while this other guy just kind of stands here and stares at you. His yellow, like slitted eyes just glaring down at the group of you. He licks his fanged jaws hungrily. You can hear like a bit of a growling, either coming from his stomach or just coming from him in some way. And then the flap opens to the tent. Ephraim will see you now.
Thank you.
He steps aside and holds the flap open, and as you guys walk in, there is you see that there are multiple tables strewn about this area. There are smaller, like round tables that are more like barrels that are currently being used as tables, but then there's like a number of long tables. There are 2 more of these lizard folk, like we'll call them bruisers for right now, that are standing on either side, sitting at some of the long tables. And at the very end of this tent, or on the other side of this tent rather, past a circled area where there's a big boiling cauldron of liquid on a circular fire pit in the center, surrounded by a number of other like supplies and whatnot. You see sitting on top of a well, for lack of a better term, like a throne, is Ephraim Talroa, this like light blue scaled lizard folk who wears leathered and like other like iron armaments that are well, let me just show you guys a picture of him again. And on either side of his throne, currently tearing into large haunches of meat, you see these two really extravagant looking raptors. Their head and their and like most of their body is covered in this bright red plumage of feathers. And as you come in, they growl and bear these rows of razor sharp teeth. And just with a click of his tongue, you watch as they turn in unison towards Ephraim and then back to their meal. Come in. I've been expecting you. Let me bring you guys over here.
Also, as a kind of question, real quick, while you're doing map changing, how visually different are Dragonborn and Lizard folk?
They're
like, could they have been
if you were-
mistaken
if
by
you-
like commoners or something?
yeah, you could easily mistake the two if you were just like if you hadn't really like dealt with them. But it's more so like stature. Like Dragonborn are more like broad in size and usually more like boisterous in nature. Whereas lizard folk are usually more lithe, even though that's like don't let that fool you into thinking they're not strong. But the scales are the most noticeably different thing. Lizard folk have more smooth, rounded scales, where Dragonborn have more rough, pointed scales.
Lizard versus crocodile, kind of.
Yeah.
Marcus in here is like, am I a Dragonborn or am I a Lizard?
What am I?
That's some magic art for those velociraptors, it looks like to me. Almost.
Well, you guys have been beckoned to enter. What do you do?
Yeah, Mark will start making his way around. Also, why am I concentrating on the spell? Blind.
Did it really just block everything out for you?
Yep.
Hold on. You should have vision. Whatever. You guys know that you can't see outside of this place.
Like I can see through the walls.
Yeah, you can't see through walls.
I assume everybody approaches with Mark.
Yeah.
Yep. Although we probably should go. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter if we both go around different.
Yeah, it don't really matter which way you go. You can walk through this as well.
Mark kind of like slides out the corner of the bench to sit down.
It's good to see you again, my friend. Ephraim gestures towards Zerag.
I see you have brought the other hunt lords, but I only count 4. I was told there were 5.
The other is currently running an errand.
What kind of errand?
The next town over. What's the name of it again?
Longhorns.
Callinghorn. We were commissioning some work in Callinghorn, so they said that they would make the trip for us to help spruce up the town.
And was this after my invitation was given?
Before. Been a couple days. We actually went. A lot of us went, and they decided to stay back while some stuff was being taken care of. We 3 of us came back.
3, yes. And a crag cat.
Yeah, isn't it pretty?
Quite.
So much
Very
fun
fluffy.
trying to catch it. I'm sure you would have had fun.
Possibly. Not really my game of choice.
Should always try something new. There's lots of interesting things in the high forest.
Really? Like what?
Well, we did fight this absolutely unbelievably violent. It looked like a rhino, I believe it was, that was in the... Well, we didn't fight it, but it was captured at the, at the camp.
Yeah.
It
We
was
saw a
this
giant salamander.
giant... Yeah, oh, yes, the big blue icy lizard thing. Not to mention...
Giant salamander. And a rhinoceros. And you have this on premises as well.
The big
like the crag cat.
No, we didn't capture that one.
Buck-all dragon that we decided not to fight is out there too, but that's a story for another time.
It ate the salamander.
Wow. So, I take it that your colleague here has passed on my proposition for games and events.
We were wondering what that entailed.
Well, I run all sorts of entertainment enterprises. I suggested we set up a small coliseum for races. Raptors, you see, can be quite quick and exciting to watch. Especially when you bet money on them.
Well, that does sound wonderfully interesting, and these are, by the way, fascinating. What did you call them? Raptors?
Raptors. There's one trying to get you right now. The doggy.
Character.
Flick him in the nose.
Is there any sort of like kind of like, is it illegal to race raptors for money or no in this like area?
Why wouldn't it be?
Most people probably wouldn't even know what the fuck they were.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, the fact that you guys are standing like face to face with these things, like you've seen like things that Adalaid can summon and turn into, but these are a step above. Like their scales are iridescent and like they shimmer, and the plumage itself seems to like turn colors depending on what the raptors are doing. Right now they're fiery red.
Actually, real quick, you said they're smoking meat, right?
Yep.
How fresh?
Fresh enough.
Like from
Smells
our
delicious.
woods, fresh? Are they poaching?
There's no way for you to tell.
not without asking.
Because but it smells delicious.
Merc
Oh,
Merc is gonna bring it up if he looks at it real quick. He's gonna be like, let's see you have some game. Or is that from our woods?
Oh, you insult me to think that I would hunt without permission. No, we travel very heavily with carnivorous organisms, so we make sure that we're well stocked up between towns.
Then I apologize for the insult. You keep a clean ship.
No offense taken. I try to run a tight ship around here when it comes to business operations. Which is why I waited for all of the Hunt Lords. Unfortunately, I'm still only left with 4.
The idea of this Colosseum you have, though fascinating, I feel like it's not the right place for it. This is a tiny town. I feel like you're not gonna, the cost of operating this Colosseum, you're gonna lose money. We have a few dozen people in this town. How many races a day do you think that these poor woodsmen can bet on?
I suppose. I guess that depends on how generous the lords are of this town.
Again, it's still a small town. There's not much money to be had here.
And most of it's going back into restoration of the town.
Yeah, there was a huge problem recently with the previous lords of this town. They were ill-equipped to maintain its
Liveliness.
structure. Yeah, the infrastructure of this town and its liveliness. Though the idea of having a day or two of some entertainment for the folks would be a good way to cheer them up, but I sadly believe that these creatures are fascinating. I don't think I've ever seen anything like them in my life. I don't even know where you caught them. They're amazing. But Tribor, or even Silvery Moon, might be, it's a massive city, and they probably have hundreds of people a day willing to line up for such a spectacle.
And that is why we are making our way there. But we just needed to take a quick pit stop this way.
Oh.
Some interesting news came across my desk, and it was a matter that I wanted to personally look into. Perhaps you've seen this person I'm looking for. A dwarf, female, brown of hair, tannish skin, druid. She would be shape-shifting into dinosaurs or summoning the like. She would stand out amongst the places up here. I heard she traveled this way. I heard she was traveling with a half-orc, a human, a dwarf, and a halfling.
Well, as you can see, you did 2 out of 4. Personally, it's been a long time since I've seen many dwarves. I've been trying to find a clan for a long time. Dark hair, or brown hair, tan skin, dwarf. I did know one. She's dead, though.
Dead.
Yes.
What befell her?
A giant beast tore out her throat, if you must know.
Tragic.
But as far as a half-orc and a human traveling together, I'm not sure how far you've come, but it does happen quite a bit up north here. Groups travel together all the time. I also don't know about a halfling. I haven't seen many of them around recently. There was one in the last town we went to. Maybe the town before. I haven't been traveling with a halfling for some time now. It's been a few years.
I see. Well then, my condolences to your lost ones.
Hmm.
But perhaps we can return to the matter of providing entertainment for your townsfolk. It always excites me to display our wares to those who haven't seen them before. So perhaps a pro bono showing, just to lift the spirits of this town.
Do you have like a pop-up coliseum?
We could construct one very quickly.
Like a carnival?
Yes. Like a carnival.
I don't enjoy the idea of purely being given charity. Maybe we let you hunt some. Give you permission to the woods.
A chance for my beasts to stretch their legs. I'm sure they would welcome it.
We keep it to... And this is Chugman trying to do math. Like, we'll say 3,000 pounds. Like a couple large game.
I mean, a big elk is like 800.
Yeah. I was trying to think of like 10 animals or so, but...
Yeah. And your forest has game as big as that.
If you could find one beastie that beats that quota, by all means.
I will warn not to go too far out. There was a dragon that looked pretty treacherous. I wouldn't want you guys to run in with him. Or it. Or they. Or the. I don't know. The big dragon. I didn't look. We didn't have time.
If you
Really gets like notably concerned for a second.
if you head into the woods, it's generally safe to travel to the southeast. If you go too far to the north or the south, you might have some problems. The southeast is pretty safe. It's a wilderness. Nothing's totally safe, but southeast, you should be safe. Relatively speaking.
So in exchange of entertainment, it sounds like my beasts get to entertain themselves with a hunt, and I entertain the people with my bees.
Do you fancy yourself a showman or a hunter?
A bit of both.
Yes, and we are known as the Hunt Lords of Noanar's Hold. We, in exchange for this, well, what was your plan? How many days were you planning on resting your animals before you head to your next destination?
We have a deadline to meet tribal or hazard exchange going on in a couple of days. So we were only looking to stay here maybe another night or so. But if you're offering up a hunt, perhaps we can extend and catch the exchange at a later date.
Or the festivities of your entertainment can serve as uplifting experience for the townsfolk. We favor a night hunt for the sake of excitement.
A night hunt. Sounds exhilarating.
Why make it easy?
You might find that hunting in the night is just as easy for my crew as hunting during the day. The sun might as well be out all the time.
That's good.
Well,
We have night vision goggles.
You have an extra pair you're willing to part with?
For 1,500 gold pieces.
I don't think we got that much. Not even close. Huh. Yeah, no. Well, so a fair trade, a day of entertainment in exchange for a night of hunting and a few game animals to feed your flock on the way to your next stop.
That sounds lovely.
Well,
When would you like this to happen?
how long does it take your people to set up?
I could give them the word now, and it could be set up by this evening.
That's impressive. You guys work efficiently.
We'll well practice in these parts.
Do you guys need anything else?
No. Just your participants.
Well, you say you
Participation.
You
Our
race
participants.
these. About to say, the fuck are
We've
we
got Bluey.
participating in?
That's all we got.
We got a crag cat that's not tamed, so let's see how well that works. You say you entertain for money normally.
Right.
And that money involves gambling?
Usually.
I have one stipulation to your games. It's non-negotiable. People who want to gamble pay up front with what they have. No lines of credit. They can't gamble. They don't have the money, they can't gamble. No lines of credit are offered to anyone in this town. You will leave here with the money you earn owed nothing.
Oh, we see eye to eye on this subject very closely. I do not give IOUs.
Well, that's my only stipulation to this. Is nobody in this town owes you anything when you leave. No debt.
Nobody of this town. They bet with what they have. Nothing more, nothing less. We run a business around here. Trust me.
So
I would
everyone in
also
this town-
stipulate they can't bet with their lives. We own those.
So, I have your word then. Everyone in this town, when you leave, you ask nothing of them. They owe nothing to you. Every member of this town, every resident, even us hunt lords.
You take me for dishonest, miss. I
Never-
don't believe you ever introduced yourself.
Well, it's a technicality, neither did you.
Forgive
Nice
me.
one.
You excited me with a hunt. My name is Ivran Talroa. I've met your half-orc yesterday. Sunhammer, I believe it was.
Yep.
So please, what may I call the rest of you?
Rissa Moondancer.
Orissa Moondancer. And you, my scaled brethren.
Murky's Dergak.
And you, the human.
Millie Alexo, the pleasure is mine.
Mm,
His eyes kind of linger on you for a bit before going back to Rissa.
Now that the introductions have been properly given, do you take me for dishonest?
Introductions, as delayed as they were, I don't know you. I don't know your people. I've had bad experiences in my life. Ones that have led to unfortunate consequences. But I just want to guarantee that every resident of this town, every hunt lord in attendance and not in attendance, when you leave here, they owe you nothing. Your gambling can happen, but whatever money is there, there's no lines of credit, nothing is due to you, and you don't need anything from us. We leave on even terms. Simple as that. All debts will be paid when you leave this town. That's all I'm asking.
You speak as if there's a debt already owed that you are trying to clear. If nobody can bet at this event that we're planning to set up tonight, then what would they owe me?
I will bet. I'll place a wager. Just so you have something. The people of this town are poor. The state of this town is poor. If people are willing to gamble away the money they have in their pocket today, I don't want them going to this event thinking they can gamble with more than they have. That's why I say, all debts are clear. We have a town. We've been hunt lords here for a very short time. Trust me.
3 total days.
Exactly. I'm not telling him that. If he knows it, fine. But I'm not telling him how many days it is. We have a long way to go. And not a lot of money to spare, which is why we offer you a hunt. Game that you can use in your travels. But we have little to no money to offer you. And I just want to make sure that our people and us as the hunt lords are protected, and what money we do have that we are not willing to gamble is safe.
We make things clear, Miss Moonstep.
Moon Dancer.
Whatever. Whatever you told me. I am a businessman first and foremost. I do not accept IOUs. Those who wish to gamble with me do so on an upfront basis. Money in hand. What is owed to them from winning is dealt out fairly. What is owed to me is taken in the same.
Sounds like you run a
Event-
clean ship.
I intend to. A trade for a hunt on your lands is a sufficient payment for me offering up entertainment. I'm not here to stiff-arm poor citizens. I am simply here offering an opportunity for a little bit of liveliness and joy and excitement. What your people do with their money is of no concern to anybody until the matter of money is being discussed. I will not take money from those who do not have it to give, but those who do are welcome to do so freely and fairly.
That's all I want. I just want to make sure that we're all in agreement. And that's why I said, whatever debts are owed are paid. The moment you leave this town, we leave square, and everyone's happy. I'm not trying to be negative.
Again,
I'm just trying
there
to...
will be no debts.
Well, if somebody here wins, they go to collect. Until they collect, that is a debt.
If one of you wins, you will be paid out fairly. If I win, should one of you bet on any of my creatures, then I will collect fairly, as the money will already be in hand.
Yes. That's... I think we're just saying it two different ways. I just want to make sure that we agree.
I believe he's given us his agreement.
I'm not good with fancy words. Simple.
No.
But I'm simply just trying to make sure that our people are safe. That's all.
If I meant your people harm, you would know it by now. I wouldn't have waited for the Hunt Lords to arrive for this meeting.
See, it's things like that that make me... And you say I don't trust you. That statement right there says a lot. You shouldn't have to make those statements. But anyway...
I'm merely speaking of the inevitability of the fact that I could crush your town under my clawed foot, should I see fit. But that is not what I'm here to do.
Merc might laugh. Yeah, actually, Merc does laugh. He just kind of... Wow, we got to threats fast.
I beg your pardon. When my integrity is being questioned in a roundabout way, it tends to get underneath my skin.
I believe that was just my friend asking for clarification on her statement. Regardless.
We apologize. She has a way of rubbing people the wrong way.
We
Repeatedly.
watched her chase a merchant out of town literally the other day.
Also crush a man's testicles because he pocketed some coin, but that's a different rubbing people the wrong way.
Yeah. Look, I get it. She's a real ball breaker.
I assure you, I mean no ill will to you or your people.
Merc
As
will
long as
go.
we keep things honest, I do not foresee any problems.
Yeah, Merc is going to kind of go. That's good. A businessman such as yourself knows which organizations they can cross safely and not which serpents to, grab by the tail, hopefully.
And what organization do you speak of?
Merc just kind of leans back. He goes, why, our organization, of course. The Hunt Lords. The tribes, coming here to join us shortly. How many northern barbarians is it, Zurag? 120?
You mean that pack of refugees we passed a few days back on the road?
You saw them?
They would spark.
We did.
Oh. Can you give us any further information? Did they look like they were headed this way as well?
What is it worth to you?
It's my people.
Your people aren't doing so well.
They really weren't doing that well when we left them. They're strong.
Don't think doing well is what those people do. Think they kill and survive is what they do.
And what does their arrival here have to do with any business between us?
You asked who I represented.
Passing question.
Well, I'm very familiar with the way organizations work. I too have my dealings with multiple.
And he doesn't do it as a show, but he flexes his fingers that are on gripped onto his the armrest of his throne, and you can see a ring on his finger. And Merc, you would recognize it immediately as a Zentrum affiliate.
Does it look like the badge?
No, this one's different.
Merc is almost propped on the table because you kicked the bench out. He's been sitting there. He will kind of go to scratch his neck spines again, but he'll kind of pull out his amulet, and it will kind of just rest there. That the fist of Bane, but it's also clutching a serpent, the tailed serpent or the winged serpent. He's a lizard folk, right?
Yep.
Oh man, do I go for it? Is there a check I can make? I think lizard folk speak Draconic, right?
I don't think you would know that.
Shit.
I don't think
Merc
Merc,
definitely
who was
doesn't
the
know.
Duragar, would know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Merc will just kind of go, oh, wow. Look at us already, squabbling like family.
Things are a bit tense. Perhaps a drink for everyone to lighten the mood.
What's a business
He's not-
deal without a few drinks?
I agree.
He snaps his fingers, and one of the two brutes standing fills up some tankards and brings them over.
Now, why don't we step back a bit? This is about business after all, and making an honest deal. A night to hunt in your lands for a night of entertainment provided by yours truly. Shall we drink to it?
Sounds good.
The 2 days of revelry.
I like a day
Miss
and a half.
Moon Dancer.
Well, since you wanted to drink to it, I guess I can drink for now. Not much of a drinker, personally. But
Well,
humor you. This is your tent in the middle of our town.
He holds up the tankard. His eyes flash from like a pale yellow to like a glowing yellow as he looks. And he almost looks like he's just staring through you as he takes a sip. And waits for the rest of you to do the same.
Merc will, like, clap the cup on the table, like, bang it, and then shoot it.
Cheers.
It's Rig would down it.
Bressig's gonna make it look like he's taking a sip and just basically like touch the liquid to his lip as faint as possible. But make it look like he's drinking. Eventually I'll get it.
Merc is going to put his amulet away so no one sees his hand as he cure wounds to remove poison just in case.
You mean lay on hands?
Yeah, lay on hands. Yeah, that one.
So you glow with light, and he's like,
I assure you, there's nothing wrong with your drinks.
Merc will, like, chuckle, and he goes, where I'm from, that's the sign of a good drink.
And where are you from?
Merc remembers. I'm gonna gotta find his name. He'll go, it's called Svetzerheim. In the Underdark.
The Underdark. Not many dragonborn in those parts.
I am as I'm needed for my My iron-fisted lord.
A pious man. So loyalty is of somewhat importance to you.
I'd say so.
Hmm. Then allow me to lean on that loyalty, as I recognize you as a brethren in more ways than one. I am looking for a dwarf, a druid. She had been traveling this way. She summons dinosaurs, can even shapeshift into a view. I would have you look for her. She owes me quite the substantial amount of money, and I wish to exact that debt personally. Should you find her on your travels, bring her to me, and I will pay you handsomely, and see that your deeds echo up the chain.
Would any of us realize what was happening?
You probably,
Yeah.
I mean, he's having this conversation, but you probably have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
Or would we have seen Merc pull that out?
The only time he's pulled it out was when he was by himself.
Was
Well, he just.
he just
Well,
did,
yeah,
that's what I'm
I
saying.
flashed.
Oh
the
yeah, just
amulet,
now,
yeah.
just now. But I
Yeah.
mean, give me a perception check. Retroactive perception.
Yeah, I didn't think about it because, well, he said he was like trying to hide it when he did the
Wow.
not cure wounds. But,
God damn it! I miss being a halfling.
19.
Let's say you saw him stow something, but with it being a pendant and stuff like that, you didn't see exactly what it was.
Because I'm kind of behind him too.
Yeah.
But we know
Yeah, Merc
the
Merc
three
kind
of
of
us,
sat somewhere deliberately.
the three of us know that we know the organization that is currently hunting Adelaide.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we know. We don't know that Merc knows, or we don't know that Merc is part of this organization, but we definitely know
Correct.
who's hunting her.
Yep. So this should be a bit of a surprise to the three of you. The fact that he is tasking Merc with this.
You know, trying
Good.
to hire a black gauntlet is expensive, yes?
Oh, I'm well aware. I'm also well aware of your tenacity in getting a job done. So I believe it's worth every cent.
What's the bounty?
Mm,
That's not me asking. That's just player saying.
Yeah. It's irrelevant. Merc is a lord now. Merc will go. How much are we talking?
Perhaps we should discuss the rest of this in a more private matter.
Merc will kind of just sit there and he's like tapping in the table. And he's like drumming his fingers, and I don't know if like the Zentrum have any code like for tapping and stuff. They have like thieves' can and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would Merc know any of? Because that's like the background thing. It's like I think it's like I know ciphers and codes for the organization. So he's like tapping out. Agreed. and he just seems to be lost in thought. But he's kind of tapping out in that like cipher. Agreed. Yes, we can meet.
Good. Well then, it seems a deal has been struck. Entertainment for both sides. I look forward to our hunt. And I look forward to showing you our wares.
Upon hearing that, Millie will do you mean exclusively the entertainment, or do you also have like goods and other things that will be presented during the event? Basically, like she's asking if they're like.
I don't want to give away everything, but I'm sure you'll find something to suit your fancy. We travel a long way and collected many things along these travels.
I look forward to it.
As do I. Please give my regards to the missing Hunt Lord, and my apologies that they could not be here for this meeting.
Sure they understand.
I'm sure.
Merc will go. And I'm sure we'll talk again soon. Give us some
Very
time to
soon.
prepare. I have to saddle my Drake and prepare other things anyways. And he'll kind of stand and he'll like do that like kick the bench back so it's back in place. And he's gonna start making for the 10th laps.
He says something in Draconic.
If you see the dwarf, tell her that Randall says hello.
Putting that in my notes. Randall?
Randall.
Okay.
Man, I don't want to be the one that has to kill Merc.
Man, so unironically, I was about to message Vader and go, so what are the odds if Merc just went, yeah, Adelaide's in the keep, and stood up and just was like ready to go? I was so tempted.
Well, now
You're
we're
my
stuck with him.
brother, Anakin.
You're supposed to save us from the dark side, not join it. They have dinosaurs, Obi-Wan. Dinosaurs.
They have dinosaurs and like red swords and stuff. It's fucking cool.
Rassig will wait behind and just, because he was staring at me with those weird eyes, so just wait until everyone else is gone. Trail everyone out. Follow last.
As you walk out, he says,
Good luck in training your new crag cat. They can be quite the ferocious one.
Actually, upon hearing this, Millie will be like, actually, do you have any recommendations? You seemingly have trained quite a few beasts.
Feed them adequately and break them quickly.
Thank you. Also, if you need any medical services during the event, just let me know.
Will do.
Everyone else is having this tense stare off with him. Millie, wow, tips and tricks how to train my cat.
Millie's trying to break the tension like you wouldn't believe. She's just like, for some reason, every time Resic speaks to other people, he causes problems. He made the Hunt Lords not like him. He made a poor merchant run away in fear. Probably, like I think he made her mention that he peed himself. Like, and now this. Millie's like, I don't even know what to do with him anymore.
I do like how the conversation was. So no debts, yes? Yes. No debts though. Yeah.
Yeah. Vader and Ephraim Tauroa both caught on to what fuckery Sylvan was trying to pull here. This isn't the Feywild, my friend.
Hey, well,
What
Resic
debts are there to owe if he's not going to be taking, IOUs?
Hey,
As you guys
Like I
leave,
said-
though, those glowing yellow eyes just like follow you, and then like as you go, maybe and like leave the flap, you turn back, you just watch as they kind of fade back down to the pale yellow they were when you first came in.
you said this is like a teepee, right?
Yeah,
Or is it like a?
it's almost like a big, like a big
like a
top,
carnival
like
thing.
at a
Okay.
circus. Yeah, but like teepee style with like the hole in the
Okay.
top, so the smoke can come out and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You see Merc is doing something he normally doesn't do because he's used to like being much shorter and having shorter stride. He is full striding back to the keep. He is using every last inch of his new height.
Yeah.
You guys are being followed by people like looking at you, but also like strange clicking noises coming from everybody. Most people here are lizard folk. And as you guys are moving, it's almost like a wave that's following you, this strange clicking sounds that are going from one to the other. And then you guys make it outside and nobody follows you or anything like that and make it back.
Including the, what's her name, Ava or Eva? Fucking, I'm gonna dig way back into the notes. Ava. No
Yeah,
sign of
she's-
her.
You don't see her.
Okay. Don't
Isn't-
see her or not
You do
pursuing.
not see her.
I'm
You do
going
not
to,
see her.
as we move, I'm going to try and keep an eye out for her specifically.
Give me a
was kind of
perception check.
Deep thought, thinking like, I wonder if there's a lot of anatomy differences between lizard folk and humans. I mean, I've already treated Merc quite a few times. She's just kind of like thinking about it as she's walking.
23 on that perception.
As you're looking around, being vigilant and stuff, there doesn't look like anybody in any type of way are following you.
Okay.
You even look up in the air and stuff like that. You don't see nothing.
Okay.
And now to help with the tension, Merchant will walk up, bang on the door, and go, "Banana!"
That was last year's password.
The New Year's already. Fuck.
Damn it, Jeeves!
Open the door, Jeeves, or I'm going to hang you up by your scrotum.
I think I do like you.
password.
Come on in. Don't threaten me with a good time.
That's it. Yeah, Jeeves opens up.
All right.
Merc will make his way towards Adalaid.
Where are you, Adelaide?
You're muted.
Muted. I think you
Muted.
muted yourself when you hit the button.
No, she was
Muted.
unmuted there. Sorry, is that alive?
Nope. Hello?
Hello, it's me.
Hello? It's me.
It
So
seems like
you-
your headset might be dead,
It died.
unless you can hear.
Hey, you work this conflabbit contraption?
Oh, she's hard muted.
Hard muted.
She was Discord muted. No.
You're looking at Jackie.
Oh no, it flashed Discord muted for a moment.
Oh.
Headset pass.
Headset pass. Nobody can see this in chat. They just see, like we have our video goes and we can see everything that's happening. The process that's happening right now is just silence. We're having technical difficulties over here, chat. We'll hear from Adelaide here soon.
Adelaide. Adelaide's in the basement. So, as they left, I wanted to ask you, what kind of ritual do I need to do to summon my thing? Will I be working on that while they were gone? Because that's what I kind of wanted.
You could definitely prepare stuff for the ritual. It's definitely one of those things where you need more people to contribute to a ritual, and you probably don't want to do it in a place where crazy monstrosity existed. You might want to go more out into the woods to be more in tuned with the nature.
Okay. I will probably hold off on that, I guess. Cause if I wanted to do it, I'll probably go out that cave, out that sacred door to do it into the forest. But she will be eagerly waiting in the basement, trying to kind of like still clear stuff out and get it cleaned out.
Okay.
Is this like an anyone with magic thing can help? Like I can help her, or
It's kind of like just like energy is needed from everybody. It's not something that you would want to. I mean, you could attempt it by yourself, but it looks like it's gonna consume a lot of energy. So if you did it by yourself, as with all rituals, things could go wrong, and if you're just by yourself, that'd be a bad time.
Okay.
Testing. Hello.
Oh, there it is. It's working.
Make sure it's working.
It was working.
All right. Yep. No, I was
Speak.
just testing to make sure it was the right microphone. Switching back.
But it just randomly switch. They both have their headsets off, so I can't ask this question. Did it just randomly switch inputs or something?
No, I just disconnected the headset, reconnected it. I just wanted to make sure when I reconnected the headset, Discord wasn't picking up the computer microphone.
Ah, I see. Man, you gotta love like when you don't change any settings or anything like that, and like your computer's just like, oh, what? Change everything?
it's
I
tough.
will.
Just gives you
Yeah.
the big middle finger. Says, have a nice day. Sit on it and spin.
Sit on it and spin. So you guys, after we'll say that meeting took like an hour and a half, and you guys made your way back to the keep.
So I think that went pretty well, guys. I think he really likes us.
Merc will get to Adalaid and go, "You made an enemy of the Zentrum?"
Well, I didn't think we'd get caught.
He just brings
We were young.
hand up to his face.
I told you.
No, you said I made an enemy of an organization,
Well,
not the Zentrum.
oh, sorry, I wasn't specific.
Merc just like you see him like lean his head back. He stares at the ceiling.
You look like you need a hug.
Merc will go, Adalaid, I am a member of the Zentarum.
Oh shit! And they just disappear.
Adelaide pulls out a gun,
Adelaide
shoots
starts
Merc.
running.
We have to get him to the cube now.
Bury his body! Bury his body!
The Fairly Odd Parents, how like sometimes when they disappear, there's just like the little chicken like, and then they like
Yeah.
poof away.
But yeah, Merc, after shouting, I am Zentrum, just goes, okay, option A, we feed him everybody in the town, and give him the town. That might cover your debt. We have a town to give away, just give
The
it to
answer
him.
to that is no.
The other option is, we give him Adelaide, which is a bad idea.
Well, how do I know
Also
that you're
no.
not?
Are we around
shit.
for this, or is it just Merc and Adelaide?
No, I
We're
assume you
all
guys
there.
followed Merc, yeah.
Considering the way the conversation went between the two of them, I don't think Resic would go too far from Merc. Because he knows who's hunting Adelaide.
Whoa. So, how do I know that you're not here to hunt me?
Because I told you.
Well, okay. And look at the other guys. I'm like, She's totally confused. She doesn't know what to do. She's like, okay, I guess I trust you. Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
The woman from Nightstone is also with him.
That's a 13.
I would like
I
to
don't know
spend one
shit.
of our order dice on this deception.
Oh, jeez.
All
Or
right.
order dice.
I will take it.
Don't worry. Merc does what Merc does best.
What
I knew it was a waste. Why did you do it?
You know.
Oh, jeez.
Look, if I'm gonna have a villain arc potential, I take the order dice on the way out. Merc is pondering his options. He likes Adelaide. There's clearly affection, but he is in a fucking bind with this.
Millie will pull out the little patch or the badge that they gave her. So I should have flashed this when we went in there to like kind of hold it up to Merc.
Merc will just hand face for fuck's sakes. Oh,
Just put it back in.
that might get us somewhere, but
In answer to your question, though, we can't give him the town. We're fucking trapped here.
we're lords of the keep. Who cares about the people? Yeah, we don't get any tax money, but look, they
How
were
much do you
perfectly willing to
estimate?
let people die here.
Do you think
How much
he's
do you
willing
estimate it to be?
The bounty?
Yeah.
There is no price.
for him to come
He
here
wants her
and collect it
dead.
personally? A
Yeah.
lot.
Oh, he knows she's here, by the way. I'm supposed to tell you Randall said hello.
You're muted.
Oh. Randall.
As you go through memory banks trying to figure out where this fucking name came from.
I will refresh Oopily the player's mind as Randall is your partner in crime.
I
who you
know,
ran
I
away
know.
with.
Yes, that got off board from the ship, and we just separated, and that's one of my things. I'm actually looking for him which I have not been, but yeah. That means he already got Randall.
Yes, as the Zentrum will do when they want to kill you.
Well, what can we do for the... I could go give myself up.
And I mean, that is one of our really bad options, but yes. How much is this ritual you're doing? Some big beastie, right? He likes those. Give him your bones and your
Oh,
knowledge.
Buttons.
Throw him a bone, why don't you?
oh.
Wow.
I'm going to do that. But
I could maybe guarantee you through my connections, but I don't see how we're not buying him off with incredible amounts of wealth.
I don't think this
The
town
bones,
is
the
worth
town, whatever we can.
I don't think this town is worth that much with 100 people in it.
It's not the people he wants, it's the location. He puts it any kind of shop up here, he gets a lot of tax money.
Yeah. Who's going to be here to
But
buy
they will
from him?
fleece the town dry on the way through. I'm just gonna let you know that too.
But the only other... He said he's leaving in 2 days. We don't have to give him anything. We take him out
He
hunting.
knows she's here.
leave.
If you leave, you shouldn't tell me. I am honor bound by my god.
Is this like your honor-bound redemption paladin and fucking pathfinder? Hi guys. Have you
Hi,
met?
guys.
Have you met our
Have you
Lord and
heard of our
Savior?
Lord Savior Sharon Ray?
Have you
Mother-
heard the good word?
The bird. The bird is the word.
You could probably tell Merc is trying to do as much flexibility as he can in this.
Well, I can't. So we can't just let it roll until their 2 days is up and then they fuck off and leave. He's got business to attend to.
And he's going to have a private meeting with me where I really can't lie to him.
Well, you can certainly try.
I certainly won't.
I can
Sorry.
knock you upside the head until you forget.
Yes, you could capture me, a member of the Zentrum, the organization he is in, and hope it works out. I won't fight too hard. But again, I don't know how we get out of this without any complications.
Well, you don't have to go alone.
Know how to break a diamond?
Do you know what a private meeting means?
Yes. But do you know
Sorry,
what having
that was
another
mean
member
of
of
me.
the Zentrum is? You need to teach Millie what it means to be part of the organization. She's
Technically
got...
speaking, I'm not a part of it. I just have a badge that says if I need any help from anybody, cool to talk to.
Mhm.
I'm not a member. I'm just allowed in their areas.
Does Merc know what Millie's badge particularly means?
It's literally what she just said. It's just
Okay.
like, hey,
A help me
if this
coin.
person comes by and yeah, like they're
You
cool.
maybe
It's not like
Millie's
It's
badge?
not. Yeah, no. It's definitely like, it's like you can get into the like the VIP lounge, but you can't go to the VIP back rooms.
Okay. Well. has to die then. More's the pity.
You see, the problem is you're asking me to kill a member of the family, yes?
No, I'm not.
Is he not also asking you to kill a member of your family? We're in.
Do you see my problem now?
Well, as a member of the family, you know it's not a member of your snake family. He's lizards. If we ambush him and he's got his pets along with, I'm not gonna ask you to kill him. You could certainly defend Adalaid against them. You're not attacking him directly.
Resig. When I lost my everything, the Zentrum took me in.
Network full of scoundrels, thieves, murderers, and con men. Thugs and
Yes.
butchers.
And also some of the most honorable men in this godforsaken world. If you're a member, when they tell you something, it's how it goes.
Well, waiting to see that honor. The fact that you're part of the organization makes me think there might be some hope for them, but I haven't seen anything thus far from anyone else.
Mark will
Okay.
Then here's
rub
what
his
you do.
face again.
You don't attack them. You defend her. We'll do the rest.
Say we do that. What are the odds that they send even more people to come and just waste this town?
I think
Practically guaranteed.
it's gonna happen. One way or the other. Whether we give it to him. We can't give him Adalaid either, because Adelaid's bound to this place. He can kill her, and she's gonna come back as a fucking ghost to haunt him while he's here. And then what's he gonna do? Kill her every night? Eventually, he'll lose. His dinosaurs aren't gonna come back. You can whittle away at them until they're gone. The town can't go. We can't leave the town. We are bound to this place. Cannot give up its people. When we became a Hunt Lord, it wasn't just a name. We have to defend this place somehow. I'm not smart enough to come up with master plans. I hit things with a pickaxe.
If we let him build his gambling ring, would that help mitigate some of that debt that she's incurred?
I don't think he'd make enough money in this place to minimize any of it. This place is nothing. It's in the middle of nowhere.
We encourage people to come visit.
I think it would be a long time. But
it's worth offering.
And it's one handhold in this town that I don't think we want. We saw what they did to Nightstone. You didn't. They butchered the defenders of the town just so they could torture them so they could get some information from its guards, from its people. Took over a town that was abandoned because people were scared and simply because they just wanted to use it as a stronghold.
How is that different from any other lord who ransacks a place to take it?
Did we do that?
And honestly, in a sense, yes. Didn't we ransack this place and take it?
From a group of evil, undead monstrosities that the people were cowering from in fear. Did we intentionally hurt the people of this town? Are they worse off now than they were before?
If I were to tell you every town that has a presence of the family in it, I'm sure I would find some where that presence is what kept a lord from ransacking it. The Zentrum is just like any other organization. It's made of people.
People that use a name to strike fear, cause trouble. If you have an organization, you shouldn't hide. You should be able to proudly stand out. Your symbol on your chest and say that you're here to defend people, to stand up for what's right, protect the land, protect the people, not hide in shadows, stabbing from the dark.
You described your Harpers, by the way.
I am no Harper either.
Merkel, go.
I am not affiliated with any of these organizations. None that I can think of.
Is there anything that could be offered to them that would help mitigate some of the debt, and then maybe be able to do like a payment plan, figure out something over time to help remove this problem from us without having to kill anyone?
There's always a chance. We'd have to see what he says. But the only way to know that is for me to say, yes, we do have this Adalaid. So a way we could make a deal for her life.
Do you
And
think
once that's happened, it's gonna go one way or the other.
do you think he knows that she's in town, or do you think that they think she's in?
He would not tell me a coded phrase to specifically give to her if he wasn't almost certain she was here.
The next town over, like in Collingwood.
Collingwoods. Look, with all of you, I fought by your side. I want to help, but I am torn by my own loyalty, you see. Ressig, would you kill your parents for me?
Never.
You see my conundrum.
Well, I think it's my decision what to do. I think I need some fresh air. I'm gonna head out for a little bit.
Insight check.
Join you on that.
And just so she can't use it to lie to me, I'm going to use an order dice.
The one for
Oh
me.
man.
That is a 25 for me.
You're really high.
Lie! Lie like your life depends on it.
She's going to go get some fresh air. And she's gonna turn herself in.
Well,
She's like, I already lost one of my friends. I don't want to lose my other friends. So she's gonna go give herself in, turn herself in, and maybe try to make her own deal. She might die, But hey, it's worth a try.
Okay. So Adelaide says she's gonna go get some air and then leaves. You guys, with that high roll, play it, accordingly. But she has actively left the keep right now.
Merc is going to
Okay.
shoot a knowing look to Ressig and then go after her.
Rest will follow.
So you catch up with her just as she's exiting
not-
the stables. The
As
crag cat.
we walk off, I was gonna let the other two know.
Okay.
This might go bad. I think she's gonna do something crazy.
Never a dull moment.
At least I'm already
So-
awake this time.
And well,
Were you guys down? Were you guys down in the basement, quote unquote? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you let the lift back down, Adelaide?
Oh, he's just gonna
Oh,
drain us
It's a
down
single
there or
person
not?
lift at the
maybe
moment.
not.
Well, isn't there a exit outside?
She told us about it, but
There
we
is.
don't know where it is.
Well, yeah, but would you also be like, I'm gonna leave on a trip and then trap us down in the basement?
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, she doesn't. She just said she's gonna go get some fresh air. She doesn't know about your
Maybe-
your insight checks.
But maybe she didn't want to be followed regardless.
I'm gonna use a disorder dice and say she doesn't.
Okay.
Let the lift back down.
I probably wouldn't.
all right.
That's not good.
Mm-mm.
Just start screaming for Jeeves.
Yeah.
Adelaide, you pass Jeeves as he's in the stable, currently trying to toss some food to this crag cat, and he's like, "This crazy thing won't stop trying to get into the house. I don't know what's wrong with him. I fed him 3 times already."
I'm gonna stop and say, Jeeves, you're doing a great job, buddy. Just remember,
I
take a
am.
shower every day. Okay?
What does that do? Ah! He's like, it's kind of like pounced on by this crag cat, and instead of mauling him or anything, the crag cat's just standing over him, and it's growling that deep, guttural, wildcat growl, and it's looking dead at you, and its eyes are glowing yellow, and it's just staring at you.
Can I, right before I leave, can I just cast, can I try animal handling to calm me down?
You sure can.
That man's crag cat?
All I heard, blowing a deep yell, and I'm like, son of a bitch, he's in the cat!
He is the cat.
Oh, no, I don't do that. I do not do that. I do not do that.
Yeah, it's just growling. It's not making any movements towards you, but it's standing over Jeeves. It's huge. Well, it's large, but way bigger than Jeeves. And Jeeves is freaking out as this thing's over, but it's just staring at you. Those glowing yellow eyes. And this thing did not have glowing yellow eyes when you brought it in.
Does it look like a guy's eyes? What's his name?
If you look close,
Ifrin.
if you look closely, they are more reptilian than they are feline at the moment.
Have I ever met Ifrin? I have, right?
You've, in passing, I wouldn't say you have a very personal relationship with him.
Feel like
But they
you
don't
took
call
advantage
him-
of my liking of fluffy things.
They don't call him the Beastmaster for no reason.
So I would know that this is Ifrin's eyes, correct?
You get the feeling.
I would look at his eyes and be like, I'm coming to see you. Leave Jeeves alone. And I'm gonna head towards that way. Hopefully he'll let Jeeves go. And And I'm gonna tell Jeeves, go back inside.
Vader.
Yes.
Merc is going to use a telepathic bond with his steed and tell Bluey to stop Adelaide.
Shit.
Okay.
Bluey
Bluey and
gets
the
his
crack
head
cat
blown
get
off.
into it
Fucking
then.
me.
It's possible Bluey dies here, but
As soon as Bluey interposes, the crack cat jumps on him. We don't really need to roll this out. He has 1 HP.
yeah, he's a warhorse.
Oh yeah, he's a warhouse, but he's a warhorse. But war of attrition. This
Yeah.
crack cat can take your.
Oh
So
yeah,
you
for
guys
sure.
can hear echoing down, and like Jesus, like, he runs. It's fucking crazy. And Adelaide walks out of the stables, closing the door behind her. The rest of you are down in the keep.
From floor to lift, how high is it?
It's, I believe when we first, it was like 100 feet.
Yeah, it was 2 ropes we had to put together.
And it was a hole straight down. It wasn't like it would follow a wall. There's no way to climb up to it. It's like suspended in the middle. It's not a up a wall sort of hole.
This is a nightmare. It was gonna be like we throw Millie and she just misty steps. But I believe she's
You could-
40 foot short.
Yeah. She'd come smashing to the ground pretty hard.
Do we have Featherfall?
30 feet. Yeah, that's not very, very promising. No, I do not.
Fuck. The worst.
I think we're just gonna have to start rolling for nature, right? Or survival to try to get out of this cave.
Well,
The other way.
She did tell me about it, so I know it's down here. I just don't know where.
You also don't know how far it teleports us out into the woods.
mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think we really have much of a way back up there. Unless Jeeves lets the thing down. The
Well,
telepathic bond with Bluey to get the thing down.
Now Blue dead.
Adelaide is now walking towards Ifrantalroa to turn herself in. No, not willing to risk the lives of her companions again. You guys are trapped down this 100-foot cavern. An exit, exits into the woods, but where, you do not know. A decision needs to be made. But that decision will have to wait. As we will end tonight's session there.
You're gonna kill Chuck.
She's like, I'm gonna go get some air, and Chugman's like, no.
Well, things just took an interesting turn. We'll see what happens next time. Thank you all in chat for hanging out with us, and thank you for my players. Glad to be back here on the Reign of Storms. And we will see you next Sunday. Everybody have a great night.
I don't like that
Night.
end. I don't like that end. No.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Once the
Thank you for
screaming, I'm yelling
listening.
it out, Blee.
We are all about some disorder around here.
Just that?
Disorder.
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 When I became the sun.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Right.
Are we rating any?